Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Wonderful Friday. We are all glad to be here. And tonight we are joined by Neil, who is in the caravan of Portrush. Say something, Neil. Speak to me. Are you there? Unmute yourself.
There we are. I have to unmute myself. Doing all right. I'm doing all right.
You're doing it right. Well, it's wonderful to have you along, Neil. And tonight we are featuring your choices of music. Now, I know that they're not all your favorite bands because you've already said Roy and Lisa stole some of them last week, but I'm sure you have a cracking list for us. Jimbo's joining us tonight. My goodness, we have got loads. Look at the comments coming in. Oh my goodness, I'll never get touch of that there. So who is our first band this evening? Our first this evening are a band, as always, who should have been having their parade tonight. And it is, let me just see, I can't see it here. It's only half on my screen. I was that busy rushing organising to get my decorations ready for this evening, Neil, that I'm a wee bit discombobulated. Who's first this evening?
John Hunter Memorial.
Good man, Neil. Good man. It would have been their parade this evening, and the first clip that we have is obviously from them. And let's have the clip, Roy. We going? I can't hear anything. We're going. At the tune finished. I need your volume up, Roy, at your end, because I can't hear the music, so I can't tell when it's finishing. Right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Roy and I have a deal tonight in that I will not mention any football teams whatsoever. Right? Okay. I'm not allowed to mention them. I promised I wouldn't mention them. And if I mention them, who's going to put it in my mind? I didn't mention them! I didn't mention them! You can do that! Get that off. Get that other guess. Right? Motherfucker, I want to say hello, but there's so many commenting in there that I can put that in. So many commenting that I've just got a whole list of them, so I'm just going to shout them all out and say hello to you all. Hi to Johnny, Linda, Susan, Anne, Carl, Adrian, Adam, Robert, Jean, Trevor, Shirley, Roy, Muriel, Raymond, Joan, Keith, Kenny, Robert, Davy, Mandy and Jim, Jeff, Muriel, Joshua, Eddie and Roberta, Taylor from Dover, welcome, Mark from Moneymore, Mavis, is that? Scott, great to see you back again. You missed it last week, and we played Ballymena Pros with boys. Scott, Helen, William Hill, Billy Hill is on, and yes, you do recognise that band at the start of the show. And Albert is on. Albert, where were you last week? We were looking for you. We played Newtownards. Neil, have you chosen any Newtownards tonight?
I have.
Oh, there you go.
I believe
Albert. So. Albert, you will be
I'll have to have a little look.
I'll be tonight. See you all. Now, as always, first thing on the show. What are you playing there in the background? You can't get the staff, Neil. Honest to goodness, you cannot get the staff. We are joined this evening by Neil. Tonight is Neil's Picks. He is joining us from the caravan down there in Portrush. And I see Elaine in the background as well. Everyone will recognise them on the road from all the various parades with their cameras and watching and capturing all the bands. Say hi to everyone, Neil. Speak.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm having my tea.
You're having your tea. Yes, I'm having a cup of tea too. So tonight we, as always, look, he's got his up too. Tonight we are, as always, featuring the bands who would have had their annual parade tonight. And the second one, so the first one there was John Hunter Accordion in Kitty. And the next one here is Pride of the Park Band. They would have been having a parade in Armoy tonight. It's always a lovely night. For some reason, they always get really good weather. It's very clammy. I don't know what it's like when you're at, but it's really clammy. What's it down in the port, Roy? Is there sea breeze? Or Neil? Sea breeze down there in Port Rush?
It's lovely.
Nice.
Not much. It's quite clammy in the caravan.
Must be. Is there a wee delay between us?
I think there is, yes.
I think there is. Right. We have a couple of network issues on Neil's. We can keep getting up saying about network conditions warnings, but we'll keep persevering as long as we can. So tonight would have been Pride of the Parks. We would have been sweltered, absolutely drenched, the sweat pouring off us, but we would still have been parading. So this is Pride of the Park at the Freeman's Parade in 2018. I can't hear anything at all at this end, Roy. Nothing. I heard the beginning of the tune and then I lost it after that. Whatever happened. Right. Lovely to
Same
have you
here.
all along. Great to see you. And Neil is joining us for Portrush. So tonight is Neil's Choices. We're going to get to talk to Neil a wee bit more as we get through the programme. I want to get through all of the bands who would be having their parade tonight. And tonight would also have been in Ballynahinch. It would have been Ballynahinch Protestant Boys. This is them at their own parade in 2017. Great there from Ballynahinch. And I can also say, David Perry, you're on, and I know that you're connected with Ballynahinch. And they had actually booked the Light of Foot bass drum for their parade this evening. And unfortunately, it's not taking place, but great to see you on board, David, along with Linda, Brooklyn, and Georgie, who are all watching in Londonderry. Mary McKee, Claire from Norfolk, welcome. Great to have you on board. And also Ewell from Redruth in Cornwall. I think you're the first, well, you're definitely the first person from Cornwall who's commented. So welcome. We enjoy having you here. We love letting you see all our various different band styles and hearing our music and seeing that there's nothing. They're only entertaining and enjoyable and fun, and that's what we're all about. You don't believe the media, especially at the minute. My goodness, the world's gone mad. The world's gone mad. Also, hello to Anne Ronnie there in Portrush, to Courtney, to Helen, to June in Glenavy, and to Laura Elliott. I see you joining in as well. I'm also to say hi to Evan and Sarah listening in Newtonards. Stephen is watching in Glasgow. Carl and Andy Burrows is watching from Skegness. And Jeff, of course, you're in Ballynahinch Protestant Boys. It would have been your parade tonight as well. So, oh, it's so sad, isn't it, Neil? It's horrible, the fact that all of these parades are cancelled.
My own parade would have been cancelled tonight too, because this would have been my mini 12th tonight.
Up in Belfast?
Clackburn District.
Ah, I did it. I did it a couple of years ago. So I did. It was really enjoyable.
That's right, you did.
Beautiful evening. Beautiful evening, so it was.
It was.
Now, where are we going to? We have one final band parade that would have been happening this evening, as well as Ballyclare. The McCurry Neil Memorial. I always get those mixed up. It's the McCurry Neil Memorial Parade would have happened here. And of course, everyone knows just, the tragic circumstances behind that. And if you don't educate yourself, it's very easily found. I know that there's a Facebook page telling the true story of what happened that night at St. Matthew's. But get yourself onto Facebook and have a wee look and find out the true story. Don't believe the hype that goes out there. This is Pride of the Raven at that parade in 2019. We're having a little problem with getting with me hearing the tunes to know when we're back again, but I think we're getting it slowly sorted, so we are. And of course, tonight would have been the 50th anniversary. This year would have been the 50th anniversary. So again, it's especially poignant that we couldn't have. But I do know that they're having a small memorial service there this evening. Now, Roy, the deal was, as long as I didn't mention anything, okay, that was the deal. That was the deal.
No, Valerie, that wasn't the deal. That's what you said. I said any time that it's mentioned, if you even mention it, if it comes out of your mouth, or I should be actually doing it anytime everybody puts it into chat, because it's not on.
Boys, hey, there are some bitter Man United fans about this week. Oh my goodness. So lovely clip there from the Pride of the Raven there in 2019. Now, first of your clips, Roy, or Neil, I keep calling you Neil, Roy. I'm so used to bad mouthing him. Claire says my text to speech is much better. It's working in English, not American English. Ooh, good. I wonder, what is it? What was it translated? Lisburn Young Defenders.
Lisburn or Lesbian Young Flanderers.
Yes. So hopefully it's translating it better tonight. Neil, welcome to us here. This is it's just organized chaos is the only way to describe it, but we're glad to have you on. You, like Lisa, are one of the
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. Somebody sensible to talk to for a change. Dirty look. So you are one of the many, like Lisa, who did last Friday night but wouldn't come onto the camera. Maybe next time. I'm back. Can they hear me now? He's like, oh, my head's going to be sore tonight. Now, you are one of the many videographers who follow the bands. Why do you do it, Neil? And why do you spend so much time doing it?
It's a hobby. It's just fun. It's social too. It's getting out and about. You meet so many nice people around the different towns and out the bands. It's really a social thing. Started off taking photos a lot of years ago. And thanks to Quincy, we were able to get some photos in the newsletter and all. And then we went on to the video camera and we're doing a bit of both. Now we're really just concentrating the videos.
And your videos are really popular. Like all the videographers, we would be lost without you guys. I keep saying this. I can remember years ago, 25 years ago when I was parading, you used to have to wait for a few days to see the video. And now you're almost like home. And now you're almost home. Did you hear that, Neil? Did the audience hear that? He says 56 years ago. So I've lost my train of thought. Would you stop doing that? Yes, you used to have to wait until 2 or 3 days later, and now you're home before the parade, like before, and the video was on the internet before you even get home. It's fantastic. So
there's some nights you set up 3, 4, 5 in the morning, putting them back on again just to get them on for first thing in the morning.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You really must love, all of you guys must love what you do. And hands up to you all. I wouldn't have the patience. Definitely not. I don't even edit. If I take photographs, they just get wicked on as they're taken. There's no editing or fixing. I just have no patience. But you guys are like, you're separating clips, you're splitting them up, you're doing a whole pile of stuff. It's just wonderful. It's just really, really absolutely wonderful. And thank you all of you for what you do. Now, your first clip is one that we haven't played as yet, the Blue Ribbon Accordion Band. Why this one, Neil?
It's a wee band because you hadn't had them on yet, but they're from Ballinafie district, and I used to go over and do their mini 12th, which would have been coming up very soon, and they normally lead the parade every year.
Brilliant. So this is them at the Rising Suns East Belfast Indoor in 2009. Brilliant there. Really, really nice to hear. Love hearing accordion bands like that there, making, you know, the fact that they're still going and they're still getting good. They're still getting lots of kids in the band as well, which is great to see. And it's nice to see some of those smaller accordion bands, you know, increasing in numbers as well, because they're important, aren't they? I mean, they keep the scene going along with everyone else. You talk a whole lot less than Roy. You really do.
Yes, I totally agree.
So your next choice was Defenders of the Rock. Why Defenders of the Rock, Neil?
This wee clip was taken by MJ, and she gets her camera into positions that nobody can ever understand how or why, but some of her videos are really, really good.
MJ's a girl. I always thought MJ was a guy. Oh,
No.
because like the FC and all at the end, I thought it was like football, but wow. So sorry, MJ. I always thought you were guys. Apologies for that. There, I shouldn't have assumed. Me of all people. So this is Defenders of the Rock at Gertrude Star Parade in 2014. So this one, she gets into some odd angles.
Really does. She gets into positions nobody else would dare.
It's the female, you see. It's a female. It's the charm we have. Long dark hair.
Yes.
See, I'm learning.
Her husband is a side drummer in Black Skull.
There we go. There we go. Well, hi MJ. Great to be featuring your videos. And this is from Gertrude Star in 2014. Brilliant there. The crowd is amazing. Absolutely amazing there. It is, of course, Gertrude Stars, and you can see all, and it's nice to see the other band men, you know, giving each other respect. I love that. I love seeing that. And it's, you know, it's a really good sign of the comradeship and friendships. Go on ahead, Nick.
Was that Roy with the banneret for Pride of the Main?
It might have been. I never even noticed. I saw Mark going across with the bass drum and that there for Pride of the Main, but I never noticed. Look what he has on the screen. Get that rubbish off. It was in 2008, 2014. Get that rubbish off. Get that off the screen, you idiot. Right, loads of comments coming in. Alan says his cousin Ryan and Natalie Lindsay and his two best friends are in Defenders of the Rock Flip Band. Jane says it's great to see Defenders of the Rock. Gordon Corbett is watching from Thornton, England, and Gordon is, of course, responsible for the Gordon Corbett collection of videos and DVDs, etc., which I am going to eventually get. You're a disaster. It's going to eventually get transposed onto digital and share with you. I hope you have that United rubbish off that screen. You have you? Is it off? Don't you bother your bum. Right, the next one. Oh, one of my favourite bands here, Neil. The next one is City of Belfast Fifes and Drums. This is them at the Remembrance Sunday parade in 2018. Why this one? What about this clip? Tickled your fancy?
This is one of my favourite bands too.
They are brilliant, aren't they?
One of my favourite clips. My uncle used to be in the band, and at one time I nearly joined myself. But I never bothered, and I probably regret it now.
Never too late, Neil. Never too late. They're playing one of my favourite marches. They're playing in this clip, British Legion. Brilliant there. I absolutely love that march. And to be honest, Neil, I think that's a band, a melody band, who don't get the recognition that they deserve, because they are always absolutely perfect in what they do. Really, really fantastic band. Yeah. Bit wet, miserable conditions right enough that they're parading in. Doesn't look a good day. Neil, you just jump in anytime. You have to interrupt me. Roy knows this. You have to interrupt me. Do a few shout outs to people. Billy Keenan is watching. Glad to see a few people telling Roy off. Yes, thank you very much for that.
I think I keep losing connection.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, sorry. Well, what we're not losing you. You're still there, but it's maybe just a wee delay or something like that there. But I fill the gaps. Don't panic. Joshua, you are quite right. The defeat is not being taken too well at all. Andy, tonight's program has been chosen totally by Neil. I'm not sure whether Clough-Fern are in the list. Neil, do you remember? Did you have Clough-Fern in your list? Neil can't remember it either. We'll have to have a wee quick look. Lisa, I have to say that I would have been lost without Lisa this week, and I just want to personally thank her because we have Neil doing the list tonight, and we have Guy from Scotland doing the list tomorrow night.
Not
and
today,
Neil,
no.
What? I'm lost. Oh, not today for Clough-Fern. Apologies, sorry. So Neil is doing the list tonight, and Gary is doing the list for tomorrow night. And Lisa has been such a great help to me because I've been flat out at work. Has been such a great help to me in compiling the clips and getting them all on the screen. Now, Grant is watching from Grangemouth. Great to have you, Grant. Let's see who else we've got on there. Jeff Burtney says, Roy's not a young cub. I'm sure he's well aware how it felt when United were crap before Fergie. There you go. Somebody sympathising with you. And after Fergie crap. Brian Emerson said, at least we're getting silver band marches, because you are renowned, Neil, for liking the silver bands, like myself. Do you like the silver bands, Neil? Can you hear me? You like the silver bands?
I do, yes. I love a silver band, and I've picked one out here from Larne.
Fantastic. And this is Macramorn Silver Band. In actual fact, I had a request for someone, for Ronnie Baird, who would like to see this band, and that was from his daughter Amanda. So Ronnie, I know you're watching tonight because I saw your name earlier on. So this one is for you from Neil. This is Macramorn Silver Band at the Larne District Song Parade. Brilliant there from Macramore. And David Hume has joined us online. Lovely to have you on, David. David, of course, is a well-known historian who was connected with the Orange Order and worked up at Schönberg House for a long number of years. And to be honest, there's very little David doesn't know about the Orange Order. I attended a couple of talks by him and so on over the years, and always come back knowing something new. And David was saying that that is led by the late Ennis Gilbert, who was UDR, who led the band for around 40 years. So it's nice to see him there. And of course, Keith, you're perfectly right. They were playing Sladeburn, and fantastic there. Margaret Lindy Cole Alexander wants me to say hello to her grandson Cole. This was to be his first year out with the Orange and Blues, and I'm assuming that's Orange and Blues new building because I know you're from Londonderry. So Cole, hi. Just you wait, you'll be getting out with the band soon. Don't you panic about it. It's going to be fantastic and you're going to love it, okay? You're going to have the best time with the band. You stick with it, and all the girls will find you so attractive in your band uniform, okay? So you just you stick with the band. I think that's more to do with the team you support, Roy, than it is anything else. Now, where are we going to next? We're going to Hillhaven. Hillhaven, wonderful band. I only really got to know them recently, Neil, because, well, over the past 4 or 5 years, but they're obviously going around for many, many years. They started to carry the standards for my Somme Association, the Anchor Somme Association, and from that, they've I've paraded behind them quite a few times. Great wee band. Why did you pick this clip of them?
It's a great wee video from Richard, but Sam, our friend, is up front with the dogs, and Sam's doing his stuff.
Oh, brilliant. And hopefully Sam is watching. I've said other weeks about the fact that Sam and the dogs sit and watch this here and let the dogs get used to it, because of course they haven't, the two new ones, Sirius and Ashley, haven't got out in front of a band yet, so I can't wait. He's out in the camper van tonight, so not well, we maybe be watching on the phone. So this is Hillhaven Flute Band playing at Portadown True Blues Parade in 2019. Brilliant there from Hillhaven. Really, really enjoyed that. And I love getting to... Sam was strutting the stuff there. Sam was doing a wee bit of twirling there. Normally, whenever I see Sam, he's just walking along there posing for all the photographs. I think that's why he takes the dogs, you know. He gets more attention.
He's a man of many uniforms.
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? But fair play to him. He spends a lot of time and effort and money on what he does, and the way that he includes the children, especially children who maybe couldn't walk the route themselves. I think it's fantastic. I think it's so brilliant. It's really, really good.
It is.
Now, birthdays. We have some birthdays to shout out about. So if you've got anybody else having a birthday tonight, let us know. But first of all, I would like to give a big shout out to Malcolm Kerr, whose birthday is today. Well, his birthday was yesterday, but we're doing the shout out today. He's a drummer, of course, in South Fermanagh Loyalists, and has been for the last 25 years. And yes, I've definitely seen your name coming up. Also to Joan McGraw, and that is from Alan. Your birthday was yesterday. Robert would like me to wish Lucas Goldsmith, who is living in Bristol and is 8 years old, a very happy birthday as well. And also Jen Davidson. It's your 80th birthday. Wow, great to have you with us, June. Hope you're enjoying the show this evening. And this is from all of us here. It's a happy birthday to you all, and to anyone else who is celebrating their birthday during the week past or today. Happy birthday to you all, and I hope you had a wonderful day. It may not be how you would have liked to have spent your birthday, but it's always good to see another birthday. My numbers actually go down instead of going up now. I hit 21 and now I'm going the other way. Now, our next band, brilliant accordion band here. Well chosen, Neil. This is Achavilli Accordion Band. Have you? What's your reasoning behind this clip?
It's a band I don't know very well. In fact, I looked through my videos and I don't think I even have one clip of them. But I came across this while searching for videos for tonight, and I really enjoyed it.
This is one I uploaded. Yes, I just see my name
Yes.
against it there. This is one I uploaded. So this is Achavilli playing at the March contest in Portrush that the accordion bands used to have. It's a real gap from the calendar because it used to be a real big day for the accordion bands. And this is them playing. It became a very popular march for the accordion bands. This is them playing Old Comrades. brilliant march there. And I think it was Brian said that that was a brass band march. But you know what us accordion bands are like? We like to take these brass band marches and make them sound better. Isn't that right, Neil?
You were talking earlier about the editing of videos and all.
Yes.
That video was 1992, and the editing is brilliant in it. And I thought it was excellent for the age.
It is. It's really, really good. Some of the oldies nights will have to play some of the other videos from that same contest, and it's they're quite funny actually. You have to remember the year that it was. Was that 92? Are you sure that wasn't before that? Are you sure it wasn't 88? Might even been 86. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it. And Jean is quite right. Ackaville is from County Armagh. Bill is keeping us right there. He says they're about 4 miles out of Armagh. Thank you very much for that. Now, the next band, again, is a band that we haven't featured as yet. Macara Sons of William, who obviously are just up the road from me here. Neil, any particular reason for choosing this clip?
This was one of my favourite parades when I was in a band. Always enjoyed walking around the town. You always had one side of the street that were for you and the other side of the street that were against you.
I can remember it, but it was like that. I can remember wasn't there one year where they actually blocked the road and stopped the parade for a while, but eventually it got moving on. But there's nothing like that right now, which is great. You know, like it's very peaceful and quiet, which is the way it should be, because of course, you know, like you have to go out your way to be offended, you know, for it. So we're going to play this clip from Macara Sons of William. This is them at their own parade in 2019. And while we're playing this clip and watching this clip, I'm going to open a little gin here. But you wouldn't play Macara Sons of William, please. See what I have to work with, me. Is any wonder I got grey hairs?
I feel like I'm going to have to do referee.
It's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Brilliant there from Macara Sons of William, entertaining the crowd. And as someone says, Geordie Linton is is over there on the right hand side. Yes, I didn't spot that. It was only when you put the comment on that I noticed that at all. Hi, Stevie in Cumbernauld. And oh, yes, John China's on. John, I just saw your name popping up there. Richard McDonald was on earlier on wanting to know if you have any Linfield flags in stock. And Roy says he's going up on Saturday to spend some money. And Carl, you are quite right. That is the closing anthem of the song. It is, of course, well, the tune is Mud Cabin, but the song at the end of the show is The Landing of Torbay, because it talks about King William landing in Torbay. That's what I said. People hear you. No, he's mocking the way I said William. I said William properly.
Ladies and gents, didn't she say William and not William?
I mean, how now, brown cow, Roy? Do you know what the problem is? I just haven't had enough of these Liverpool gin to celebrate the... Don't play that rubbish. Don't play the rubbish. Right, our next clip is a pipe band for all you pipe band fans out there, provided your Mano doesn't play his Man United anthems. He's going to. I know he's going to. My ears are going to be bleeding. This is going to be Cranny Pipe Band. Again, another good pipe band. Maybe why are you picking it?
I went to this wee parade a couple of years ago and really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Neil, for continuing to talk. Yeah, Moneymore's a lovely. Gortagilly, they have theirs in. It's Moneymore, isn't it? Moneymore, the wee one. Yes, it is. It's Moneymore.
Desert Martin, they had their parade.
Gortagilly.
Mm-hmm.
Can people hear you? Roy has just described that. Roy, you need to switch your mic on when you're talking. Roy has just described the entire route of Gortagilly's parade through Moneymore. But this is Cranny Pipe Band playing in 2018 at Gortagilly's parade. Thank you, everyone, for confirming. Yeah, it's Moneymore that Gortagilly's parade is held in. I like parades in Moneymore. I promise I've only had one beer. I like parades in Moneymore. Albert's asking, what time do I finish? Hurry up. Are you in a rush, Albert? Have you somewhere to go? Have you a parade to go to? Just because we're not playing nothing but Newton Arch bands, Neil. That's what it is. But Neil you have a Newton
One coming up very soon.
There is indeed. So there. Sit tight, Albert. Content yourself, for goodness sake. Mark saying it would have been their parade in Moneymore next Friday night. That is totally right, Mark. And someone was asking, Jordan was asking, what's John China's shop called? It is, of course, the Union Jack shop. China, am I in commission? for all of this trade that I am getting. I would need to be in commission, so I would. Right. Oh, love your next clip, Neil. Absolutely fantastic group. Formed for 1 year to do all of the it was. What's these guys? Yeah. Formed for 1 year to do all of the no, he's shaking his head. Was it not? It's the Six Counties band. Billy Boys. Tell me about these guys, Neil.
Billy Boys is a new band just started up recently in Rathcoole. They only do Loyal Order parades, and they work with Clockfern Juniors, a new lodge formed up about 4 years ago on Easter Tuesday in East Belfast last year.
Brilliant. And this is them, as you say, at Easter Tuesday last year, playing a wonderful tune, Cock of the North. Billy says that he walked with, or his lodge walked behind them on the White Rock Day, and he says it's a great wee band, or not so way. You're right, Billy. There is quite a few of them, and of course, as Diane quite rightly says, the tune Cock of the North. The lyrics for it is Auntie Mary. Do you remember that from when you were at school, Neil?
I do, yeah. I'm thinking that Elaine.
Auntie Mary had a canary up the leg of her drawers. When she was sleeping, it was creeping up the leg of her drawers.
Elaine never heard that before.
Did you not?
No.
Never heard that at all.
No.
Oh. Elaine, where have you been? Right, so moving to Newton Abbey. Hopefully this will get Albert to give me a break. This is
Newton Ards.
Newton Ards. Oh goodness, my head's away a bit. Newton Ards. This is William Strain, William Lightbody Memorial at their own parade. Why this band, Neil?
Again, this is another one of my favourites. A band I could walk with all day long.
And they are playing Kosovo. Brilliant there from William Strain, William Lightbody. Richard is giving us a little difference in lyrics. He's saying, my Auntie Mary had a canary up the leg of her drawers. When it came down, it sat on the ground and whistled the Protestant boys. Never heard those lyrics neither. Funny, Roy was contacting me this week because we're getting prepared. Obviously, on the 11th night, we're going to have our sash bash and sing along. Hopefully, you and Elaine will be in full voice that night, Neil.
We will be. We will be
singing along. Are you going to be down in the caravan? You could come up here and sing here.
No, I think we'll be at home.
You'll be at home. So Roy, I had sent Roy a clip and a set of lyrics for the sash, and he contacts me and goes, "I've never heard those lyrics before." There are no less than 2 sets of lyrics for the sash that I'm aware. There's actually 3, I think. Yeah. Mine are right. Just take it from me. No, the ones that I gave you are the ones that were recorded by Richard Hayward, who is kind of the authority on those kind of things. But there's also another set. So what I was going to do was actually have the both versions on. There is various different versions with different numbers of verses as well. It's all very complicated. I did a show on Radio Ulster. Actually, it came up the other day in my memory 7 years ago with Tommy Sands about nothing about the sash. So I'm trying to get a wee recording tonight. Sorry, I'm just reading the message that came through there. I'm trying to get a wee recording of it so I can get all the facts, because it was a brilliant show. Found a lot of stuff on it. Now, where are we going to next? Enniskillen and Fusiliers, Neil. Another great band. Some great choices here this evening.
I had a accordion band up next. Hold on.
Oh,
Enniskillen. Sorry, I read the list wrong.
It's okay.
Oh, the accordion one's after this.
I do it all the time.
Enniskillen Fusiliers, a great wee outfit, small in number.
But great in heart, isn't that what they say?
Great wee band for all the size of them, great volume and great discipline. Yes.
Right. They are really good. And I know a couple of the guys in the band. His name escapes me just at the minute. But really, really nice group of people. So this is Enniskillen Fusiliers playing Fields of Ulster, Roy, no singing, at Blair Memorials Parade in 2015. I had pressed actually for a mute. Enniskillen Fusiliers up there in Omagh and playing well. Absolutely great to see them on. And Pleasant Brown Emerson, 2 nights, 2 Fermanagh bands tonight, and you had Fermanagh bands last weekend. I'm telling you, see these guest presenters and guest pickers, they're spoiling you boys. They really are. Lorraine threw me off completely because Lorraine Gordon threw me off completely because she put a comment on Aston was all bands band tonight and no doctors. So the story behind that one is, and the reason that it just completely distracted me, is earlier in the week I shared a video on my Facebook of let's just say, a doctor with very many talents. And he was dancing. I don't know what he was like as a doctor, but he was really, really good at the dancing, really good. And let's just say Lorraine and I and Susan and quite a few other females thoroughly enjoyed it. It was quite hot, ladies, quite hot. That's all I can say.
We are blushing.
I know. I tell you, I must have watched it about 2,000 times. It was. I wonder what could I get him in a band uniform? Oh my goodness, if I could get him in a band uniform, I mean that would just be heaven. Right, we are going next to another accordion band. This one is Lily of the Valley. Neil, tell me a bit about them.
This is a new band for me. I've never seen them before.
Seriously?
This is a new band for me. I've never seen them before, and I don't even know if they still parade or if they just do concerts. A lot of clips I've seen were them playing in parks and stuff like that there. But I went on their Facebook page and I picked this wee clip. I think it's brilliant.
Lily of the Valley have been about for a long time. I mean, I can remember them competing many years ago, like 25 years ago. So, you know, it's great to hear that they are still about. I'm looking forward to this. This is them playing San Lorenzo. And cheers, everyone. Play the clip, Roy. Play the clip. Brilliant there from Lily of the Valley. And they are, of course, from Cumber. And some of those faces actually in the video I recognise. So they've been in the band for quite a few years. and playing very well. Ladies, I would absolutely share with you the video of my talented doctor, because I've never seen a doctor fit a set of scrubs like him. But it would make the men feel inferior, and like I wouldn't want to do that at all. Now, our next tune, Neil, you have picked, of course, the song I was talking about a few seconds ago, The Sash, and you've picked it by Rutherglen Bluebell. Favorite of yours?
Mm-hmm. It was Bluebell that actually I wanted to put on. A few years ago when I was hosting the 12th at Home, we had the pleasure of Bluebell coming to my home for breakfast and for supper, and they're a great bunch of guys.
Oh, brilliant. Obviously, I'm taking it then you were district master if you were hosting the 12th?
6 years district master. Yes.
Hey, you kept that quiet, so you did. You kept that absolutely quiet. So this is them playing The Sash. Brilliant there from Rutherglen Bluebell. That's not that's not a name that you want to say after quite a few gin. I have only just started, so I'm glad we have it at this point in the show and not later on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, China will be happy now because you have picked, of course, East Belfast Protestant Boys. He's very quiet. What are you doing, China? Are you not there? Yes, they are. Oh, no, they're not. See, Neil, I'm doing it too. It's Johnson Star. This is Johnson Star.
Johnson Star.
Yes, Park Music Flip Band at the Clockford Loyal Orders Festival. I'm not sure what year it is. So Johnson Star, it's not a band actually I have seen too often.
Johnson Star, I believe, are the oldest band in Ireland. I have a photograph of them from about 1890, and in the photograph it says one of the oldest bands in Ireland, and that was in 1890. I have great memories of them. I used to carry the string for the lodge behind Johnson Star every year as a child.
Wow, that'd be interesting actually to look up, because I was always Churchill, I know, is up there among the older ones, so that would be really interesting to look up and find out. The problem is that a lot of the bands, it's very, very hard to research their history, because other than minute books or something like that, that's the only way that you can find it out. But so that we can get through to East Belfast Protestant Boys, because China's getting very impatient, even though you were played last week, China. This is Johnson Star. Brilliant there. I believe that tune is called Swinging Safari. I'm just looking at the hall that they're in, Neil. I wonder what hall that they're in there, because they look to be some memorabilia.
That's Clockburn Protestant Hall, and every June we have an exhibition of Loyal Order memorabilia and regalia, and we do that for about 3 days every year, and then we'll have our mini 12th on the Friday.
Wow. You definitely let me know next time that's on, because there looks to be a lot of interesting stuff there on the walls. Brian says he's going to have to lie down. He'll be looking you to do the picking every week, Neil, because he says there's 2 Fermanagh bands and a silver from Larne. So he's happy. And you will be keeping John China happy with your next choice, who are, of course, East Belfast Protestant Boys. Why did you pick these guys, Neil?
Sometimes you get a video that you just know is a good clip. I walked behind this band in Banbridge, and afterwards with the crowd and the lights and everything else, I just thought that's a good clip, and you enjoy sometimes just the right one.
I know, it's wonderful. You just get that it feels as if it's clicking. This is Pride of East Belfast Protestant Boys at Downshire Guiding Stars Parade, and they are playing Pirates of the East.
to join in. So time is good.
Have to admit, I'm partial to that wee tune myself. Just again, the innovation of marching bands and the way that they can take these tunes and just format them so that they work really, really well for on the road. I think it's fantastic. Your next choice, Neil, a fife and drum group from County Antrim.
And I found this wee clip and I thought, we don't get Lambigs on very often, so it's my chance to get one on now.
We don't, and it's not for the fact that I don't enjoy them, because I actually played in that Lambigs CD one time along with Lambigs. Yeah, believe it or not, they'll go on Parks up in Ballymena. I played the accordion while they played the Lambigs along with the accordion. But it's not for want of not wanting them on the show, because I love some of their tunes, but it's just the fact that it's hard to fit everybody in, and if I don't play enough Blood and Thunder, they can play in. If I don't play enough brass, they can play in. If I don't play enough accordion, they can play in.
And it's about as close to Ballymena as we've got tonight.
Sorry, Roy?
It's about as close to Ballymena as we've got tonight.
Close to Ballymena is what we've got. Who was it said last week if they had any more Ballymena, they were going to go to their bed? Eddie.
Is that Eddie? Is that Eddie one?
I haven't heard from Eddie tonight. Eddie, are you on? You've been really, really quiet if you are. Gavin says that the Churchill Flute Band are the oldest marching band in Ireland, formed in 1835. So we'll have to try and find out when Johnson Star were formed. In 1890, there was a photograph saying they were one of the oldest bands. So that'll be interesting, actually. So if anybody knows when Johnson Star Flute Band were formed, let us know, because I'm a little bit sad. I like know things like that there. Whether I remember or not, it's a different story. So this is County Antrim Fife and Drum Group playing Killybrawn Braes. Brilliant. They're seeing a lot of people we know. Elaine Allen, I suppose she's Elaine Black now. On the Fife there, fantastic tin whistler. If you ever have a wee Google for some of her videos on the tin whistle, super tin whistle player. Adrian says his brother's playing the Fife there, and also a really good close up there of Hugh Wilkinson. Hugh, sometime I see his name on that he's joined the show and watching the show. Hopefully he's on tonight. If not, I'll give him a wee tag later on. Let him know that he was on the show. It wouldn't just be sod's law. The night that he's not on is the night that you actually see him. Betty has asked if I could say happy 12th birthday to her gorgeous wee niece, Ellie Gordon, tomorrow, who is a member of Ross Lay Accordion Band. Happy birthday, Ellie. Hope you have a wonderful time. We were a bit late for the birthday song, but it's hope you had a wonderful day anyway. Oh no, well, hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. I hope you have a big party planned for you. Now, Edie's saying that Johnson Star was formed in 1858. So if they were 1858, and what was Churchill? 1835. Oh, so Churchill's the oldest one that I know about. I know there's a few old ones still knocking about, which is fantastic to have that history. Absolutely brilliant to have that history indeed. Now, next up is
And Valerie, that's only because you helped set Churchill up.
That's all I can say to you, Roy. I didn't mention it. I didn't say nothing, so you can't play that rubbish. Now, we are going to go to a melody flute band. This one is Money's Lane, Neil. A favourite of yours? What's he done now? What have you done? You sure? I don't trust him. You guys could be right. If he does anything on the screen, let me know.
Money saying, talking to Lisa recently, and Lisa asked me my favourite band, and although I thought about it, it should have been straight off the tongue because it's Money Slaying. I always enjoy working with them every year.
Brilliant. They're really, really super melody band. They really are. And this is them playing at East Belfast Protestant Boys Parade in 2018. Brilliant there. I couldn't hear it very well because I'm listening to it just through Roy, and I can only just distinctly hear it. But did I hear the sash and that there through that? We Orange Melody. Very, very nice.
Yes.
I'll have to watch this all back so that I can actually hear the music later on. Now, these Silver Band fans are going to be happy again now, Neil. Going to have another one here. First Old Boys Silver.
If I had got my way, there would have been 3 silver, but I run out of time. But First Old Boys is a Belfast band from Donegal Pass, and I only came across them recently. And they now play a lot of concerts and stuff, and they are world champions.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. So we're going to really enjoy this. I can't think, I'm terrible for names of tunes and the actual tunes and putting them together. It's the same as people's faces and people's names. You'll say to me, such and such person, Joe Smith, and I'll go, no, I haven't a clue who that is. And then I'll see the person go, yeah, I know him. So I'm the same with tunes. So the name, the Champions March, means nothing to me at the minute, but maybe whenever I hear it, I recognize it. So this is the Champions March by First Old Boys Silver. Brilliant there. Absolutely loved that. Have to read through the comments there and see what else going on. Dan's looking for some Blood and Thunder. Alistair enjoyed that. Absolutely brilliant. And Joshua, brilliant march. Yes, super march, Joshua. I can't think that I've heard that one before, but really, really, really good. Good picking, Neil. Absolutely fantastic picking. Now, your next band, a melody band, I actually really love seeing this band on the road. A, because of where they come from, and B, also because they're a really good band, small, but really, really good playing. Why do you like them?
The first time I came across Dungiven was in London in 2012 at the Queen's Anniversary or Queen's Jubilee Grand Orange Lodge England Parade. And I was able to walk with them for a while in London, which was fantastic. And they're a great band to walk with.
They are indeed. This is Dungiven Crown Defenders, and they are playing Great Escape at the Parade in Londonderry. I see what you're all saying about the angry faces. What happens is if somebody presses the button about 50 times, it shows us 50 angry hearts. Don't worry about them. There are actually, I was just checking there to see who was pressed the angry faces. There's actually four people from bands who are doing it. Andrew Garrett, Alan Lothar, and Alfred Armstrong. So they're from bands. So it's obviously maybe something to do with my background or my t-shirt or something like that there. Hi, you can't please everybody. So I just work on pleasing myself. Sure, there's nobody more important, Neil, isn't that right? Now, we've got two more bands left. And that's going to take us up to about 10 o'clock, I would imagine. The first one is Tullylagan Pipe Band. 2 pipes tonight, Neil. Someone actually asked, who would have been your third silver band?
At Points Passing.
Ooh, you see, you could have 1 pipe and 3 silver. But did you want 2 pipes?
I picked this next clip because...
No.
Well, I picked this clip. Lots of bands are doing stuff for NHS and for the community. And Tullylagan went to a local nursing home and they played at the front of the nursing home But then they walked around the nursing home for all the people that can't get out of bed. So they walked by their front windows, so everybody got to see them.
Brilliant. Interestingly enough, now that the restrictions are being lifted a bit and they're being loosened a bit, and the number of the crowds and all that there are starting to increase. I think it's a crowd of up to 30 or something now, and the distance is reduced to 1 meter. It gives us a whole lot more freedom for the ability to do something on the 12th day, even if it's just a small gathering or a small lodge forming up or whatever, or a small band forming up or whatever. So if you have plans for the 12th day, let us know what they are. Obviously you have to remember to stay within the regulations, but it'll be absolutely great to see something starting back again to slowly move. You obviously appreciate that the Orange Order can't get everything back full swing because, you know, there's so much organization for that there. And to be honest, I would say even by August, it might still be too early for an event the size of the Apprentice Boys Parade. But I would say that we're not that far away from starting to see smaller gatherings of musical talent and so on. And it'll be great to see it. Absolutely great to see it. And then you'll not need me here with all my regalia. So this is... Go ahead, Neil.
I have heard of lodges that... Sorry. I've heard of lodges that's having 12th-day breakfasts and meeting together for barbecues and stuff like that there, because they can't go out, but they're getting together and having picnics.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no putting us down. None whatsoever. COVID can't beat us. Nobody can beat us. I actually, locally here, they are starting to gather together a smaller bonfire, but still a bonfire to light on the 11th night. And again, taking all the social distancing in and being very responsible, which of course we are and we should be. But you know, you can still do these things and have a little bit of sense about them. So let us know what all you are doing. John China says we are playing in Seaford Street. Now, there's probably a catch with that there, knowing John China. But I did see actually that Pride of Govan have got the date set for their parade as well in Scotland. Obviously, Scotland works with different regulations. They don't have 11 bar ones and all that kind of stuff. But it's good to see at least people planning, you know, and even if your parade was in May, who's to say you couldn't have it in September? So this is Tully Lagan Pipe Band, and the as Neil says, this is them playing at an old folks home, which is great to see. brilliant there. And I see some of the comments coming through. Well, first of all, someone confirmed that Seaford Street would not be very happy if East Belfast Protestant boys land on the 12th day to play for them. So that I knew China was taking the mick there. But also there's a lot of people saying about, bands are making arrangements and always play. And locally here, the bands on the 12th morning always go to the old people's homes and play for them as well, because you forget that even though they maybe, they're maybe not able to travel to the parades and that there, they maybe spent their entire life going to the 12th, and it's nice to see them. And of course, it's nice to get the community who wouldn't normally get to see the parades to get to see the bands on, especially on a morning like the 12th. Neil, it has been wonderful having you with us. We're coming to our last tune by yourself. Thank you so much. I think everyone will agree with me and say that I have really enjoyed your choices this evening. I'm sure we will have you back again.
I really enjoyed it. It has been a pleasure, and I would love to do it again.
It's been a little bit of a mess this evening because the comms haven't been a wee bit clear. There's been network issues and so on. But we managed to struggle through, and hopefully everyone has enjoyed having you along with me. And it's nice to be talking to someone else other than Roy. So, Neil, thank you very much. Everyone, please do put your comments on there and thank Neil for his choices. And also, I think it was Niall said there about he's wondering when you're getting the buns and the tea out. So I didn't realise that you came with buns and tea, so I'm just wondering where mine are.
Valerie, one thing about Neil you have to understand is Neil knows exactly every parade in Northern Ireland that serves tea and buns at it. So if you're ever looking for a parade with tea and buns at it, follow Neil and you're sure to end up at it.
Look, he's got buns there. Are they home baked? Oh no, they're obviously not home baked. They're in a packet. But I see your photos on Facebook, Neil, with all your home baking all the time. Has to say, it makes my mouth water. But this is our last tune of this evening. Very, very poignant one. Shankill Protestant Boys playing Highland Cathedral. Give me a wee bit of background about this one, Neil.
This came at the very end of a parade in the Shankill almost 1 year ago, and I didn't realise it at the time, but it's very sentimental now when I think back on it. Highland Cathedral is a sentimental kind of tune and means a lot of things to a lot of different people. But sadly, this was the parade that Fromsy missed, and it was shortly afterwards that we found out that he had died. So every time I see this clip or hear this tune, I now think of the mental health of those within the bands and of Fromsy.
Absolutely spot on there. I remember the day whenever I heard the news as well, and it is really, really poignant. And again, it just plays into the whole thing about, watching your mental health during this really difficult time of the pandemic, and how important it is that we can get back to making music and out entertaining people who maybe in the normal week, their only night out is when they go to see a band parade and to get seeing people they haven't seen for months in that particular town. And, the band community support each other and are absolutely wonderful doing that. So Neil, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's joined. Thank you to Lisa and Roy, as always, who have been in the background supporting me and helping me. Remember to join us tomorrow night. So tomorrow night is chosen by Gary. I don't think he's going to come on the show. Don't think he's brave enough to come on the show like yourself, Neil. But Gary runs the YouTube channel Loyal Scottish Bands. So I'm expecting quite a few Scottish bands in his picking, but it's going to be great to see. So thank you all for watching. Remember to join us tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and we will see you then. This is Shankill Protestant Boys playing Highland Cathedral at the Trevor King Parade in 2019. So remember, boys, flits to the mouth, we're coming to the tune.
when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their ardent zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a feu de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full, there's nothing can surpass. There's not expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.